Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review. With me here, the master of habits, today looking at another lager, specifically a Kellerbier. Now this one comes from the St. Erhard Brewery in Bamberg in Germany, and this is the St. Erhard Kellerbier. It's currently the only beer they brew, and you see here it's in a clear bottle and all. It looks a little bit daunting, but I got this sent to me from Matt from St. Erhard, and he was like, "Oh, we really want you to see what you think of the beer and everything." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll review it." And he also talked about how they won design awards and all kinds of interesting stuff. And I was like, "Yeah, I'll review it, but I got to be honest, because I saw the look of the bottle. It looks like, you know, semi-macro, the clear glass. Clear glass and beer doesn't mix. But this is the first ever beer in the world in a clear bottle that has a UV protected coating. And they have a video about it on YouTube, and you can actually kind of feel it because it has this weird, like, glossy kind of almost feel to it. But yeah, it's brewed, Kellerbier brewed to the Reinheitsgebot. On the back here it says something about that it's a premium Kellerbier from Oberfranken, which is a region with the most mountain breweries in the world, or something like that, and brewed according to the Reinheitsgebot, and is there like a flagship beer for German beer that will be exported from all over the world, something along those lines. My German's a little bit rusty, it's hard to translate it on the go, but yeah, this brewed with water, malt, and the malt uses Wiener malt, Pilsner malt, Keller Munich malt, and then Tettnanger hops. So yeah, this should be interesting. A Keller beer in a clear bottle. The design though looks cool, I agree with that, but let's get cracked up. Usually my experience though, most of the Keller beers I've had are not filtered like this one. They're very hazy, but this one is clear. Nice amount of carbonation there streaming from the bottom of the glass. Makes it look really appetizing. Kind of a copper color, two-finger of a beige head. Let's check out the aroma. Definitely not skunky, even though it's in a clear bottle. So the UV protection works. It definitely does. I'm picking up definitely that Munich malt, and also caramel tones, a little bit of toffee, a little bit of a green grassy kind of aroma, a little bit of a cereal grain aroma to it as well. Well, yeah, let's give it a taste, guys. Cheers. That's a Keller beer, all right. Or maybe almost like a Wiener lager or some of those darker lagers. Because I'm definitely picking up a cereal type of grain and caramel notes. The best beer I've had is probably a Keller beer I've had is probably St. Georgen Brau's Kellerbier. That is really, really nice, really refreshing, very grassy and hoppy. This is solid stuff too. I mean, I'm more into ales and, you know, the big and bold beers, but lagers can be really nice and refreshing once in a while. Like not too long ago, I had the Southern Tier Krampus, which was awesome. But this is tasty too. Caramel tones, a little bit of grassy notes, a little bit of a sugar flavor, almost like a spicy rye character to it. That Munich malt and all. It's pretty tasty. It's not overtly complex. Keller beers usually aren't. It's just like nice, refreshing, perfect for a hot summer day. Definitely a good contrary, or a beer just like start off with. If you're getting into craft beer and you like lagers, this would be a good starting point. The only thing I'm not too keen on is that it has this little cereal grain flavor, which I'm not too keen on. But other than that, oh, and a nutty flavor as well in there. Other than that, it's a pretty tasty beer. Not anything that's rugging my world in any way, but a good, solid beer. You gotta be honest, guys. I told you, at St. Erhard, you're gonna get my honest opinion. For me, like, I prefer, as I said, ales, more flavors and intense beers. But as I said, good introductory beer if you're not into craft beer yet. But yeah, rating-wise for the St. Erhard Kellerbier, I'm gonna go straight up 70. It's a good beer, but it's just not the type of beer I really enjoy. I want more flavors and beers, but if this wasn't the dead of winter, if it was a hot summer's day, this could be pushing maybe like 80, 78, 80. It was like a hot day outside. But as it is right now, it's tasty beer, but it just doesn't have the nice, like big and flavoursome, full flavours that you get in some other types of beer. But again, my suggestion to you guys would be, since you're in Bamberg, you've got that Bamberg smoked malt, try and make a smoked beer. That would be really cool. So yeah guys, definitely let me know what you think of the St. Erhard's Kellerbier, if you've had it. Tasty stuff, definitely worth checking out if you can get it in your area. And a good session beer, I'd say. But yeah, thanks a lot to Mark for the beer, and as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter. Now I'm going to say cheers, and I'm going to see you guys in another beer review.